What's up, my fairy collective? My name is Aya, and I am a feminine mystic, which means I don't take any of these illusions seriously, but I am here to learn how to love deeper, just like everybody else. And so we use illusions to our benefit. We don't allow illusions to use us, right? Um, we let illusions go when they no longer serve us, and we play with illusions when it's time to play with them. This oracle reading, I prayed. I was tuning in before I press record, and they told me to just go, that I was ready, and that there's not a whole lot of prep that I need to do because I'm already in touch. They're like, we're here, go forward. So I can tell you how it came about, the hot air balloon. Because I told y'all from the last session that I was going to start using the oracle of things that I see in my life and then incorporate them into our sessions with each other. Hopefully my mic is, you know what was up? Okay, it's if I'm talking and nothing's coming out and I get like a whole thing on my leg. I'm tempted to cut this off and make sure, but I already saw, let me see. I already saw that the mic was on before, but I'm just a little paranoid because I've never used this with this before. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But I was listening to Neville Goddard or messages about how to use sets. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, and I don't even remember what that means. But basically, sets is, for those who don't know, I'm sure there's many on my channel that do know, is when you use your imagination and visualization skills right before you go to sleep. You get yourself right before you're about to go to sleep, and then you start imagining what you want to experience. And it's so fun because what comes up for me is stuff that I've never dreamed of in my conscious mind, like in my daily life when I'm walking around and I'm just thinking normal thoughts about this or that. You really start daydreaming like in a fun way. And what came up for me is a hot air balloon experience. Um, and I didn't think anything of it at all. Um, then I was listening to a channeling and they mentioned a hot air balloon. And I was like, fun, I'm going to use that. And on top of that, I'm creating my own oracle deck to go along with the memoir that I've been writing. And all the pictures that I use may or may not be used in an oracle deck. And as far as like the cards I use and for the title page of my readings and stuff, but they are in a similar vein. Excuse me, especially if that was loud in y'all's ear. They are in the same like illustration story package, or whatever. That's kind of how they'll work. So you're getting kind of a sneak peek into what's going on behind the scenes. I'm having some fun. Um, so let's get into it. Why the hot air balloon for the Fairy Collective? I want to say I'm very rested. I'm feeling very serene, which is the place where my guides wanted me to be the most serene. That's all I kept hearing: serenity, serene, serene, be serene, be serene. And I was like, and I'm like, and I was feeling it. I've been feeling it. It's just been certain parts of me that have been wanting to fight that feeling instead of go with it. And that serene feeling has helped me be able to deal with some core wounds and heal. And that's going to be our bonus reading. That's going to be in Patreon. Um, and I'll put the audio in Discord for those of you who'd rather be in the Discord. I do it like that. I like that. The bonus reading would be what core wound attracted to your conditioning is holding you back. Because I'm guessing that the hot air balloon is about some type of takeoff, lift off, send off, ascension, higher level, quantum leap, some type of leaving something behind, but in a flighty, fun way. Let's take a look. Why the hot air balloon for the fairy collective? And I call on my guides, I call on my angels, I call on my ancestors, the ones that are helpful and serene and at peace and loving and kind, generous, sincere, supportive, love, coming from a place of love. My crown chakra is like, I feel like it's being pulled on right now. And the stone that I want to use that's been calling out to be used for this reading is the peacock. It's a peacock stone, and I forgot the second word, but I definitely remember the peacock. And this helps with ascension. It helps with your ascension. Okay. Let's go. Hot air balloon. So we have, I would turn them around, but honestly, these cards they're boring. It's just words, really. Angel 34 and Angel 26. Leha aya and ha aya. Leha haya and ha aya. The adored God and God listening in concealment. Interesting. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. Interesting. Politics and ambition wins judgment and protects all those who seek the truth. A hot air balloon. Leha haya. Ha aya. So, okay. I'm getting a scene. Reminds me of the Prince song, Dig, If You Will, a Picture. I wrote on this card, oh, I obey what is right for my evolution. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you are to continue to trust in the goodness that is coming to you. Like the good things that are happening for you, they're for you. They're for you. And your dealings with the outside realm is kind of par for the course. You got to deal with it. So, man, you have to see, they want you to see that even though your obedience to your evolution may agitate others sometimes, it's worth it. That in the end, your obedience will bring peace. And because you're not in a reactionary mode, like you're feeling good, you're feeling safe, you're feeling confident, and you're not like, you're grounded. You're not like picking on anyone. You know what I'm saying? You're not like nanny, nanny, even though other people might feel like that. You're in this hot air balloon, you're going up, and you're going up slowly, and people can see you. And the oracle card that I did make that I like the most, because I make like multiple cards, and then I like am trying to decide which ones I like the most. Um, there's a person that's watching you go up in the hot air balloon. Now, you can't see the small person in the hot air balloon. You can't see them, but and it could be you watching someone else or whatever and feeling like you're being left behind. It could go either way. Like you might have a friend who is ascending or something and or going moving up in life in some way. This also goes into comparing ourselves to other people, which is something that we're working on. You know, we're training our mind not to do, but it's a human thing to do because we have eyes and ears and how we use our senses and compare and contrast. You know, even though we know that the ins and outs of what other people are going through, you probably don't want no parts of. You probably can't handle it. Like y'all know, everyone knows that the end result is not the process. Like the saying goes, I do not look like what I've been through, right? And that's the same thing for you and your growth. Understanding that people don't know what you've been through. People don't know what you're going through. People don't know what to make of it. They're making up their own story in their head about you. So on top of these angels, I'm looking at this. I think it's a blue jay here. Is it a blue jay? Message. Yep, it is. A message of happiness and joy being sent to you. As you ascend, you're seeing oracles, little birds and stuff fly by, butterflies, symbols, and then even money lining your pockets, you know, people complimenting you, just out the blue things, just to keep your energy boosted because you just might have people around you in your everyday life, at work, at home, at school, in the neighborhood, on the bus, who misunderstand the energies you're putting off. Because, yeah, I was about to say that it's really most important that you understand your own evolution. The evolutionary process is really only worth it because you get a deeper love for yourself, a deeper understanding of yourself throughout the process, which is why it's important to know what core wound is it that kind of keeps you focused maybe on politicking with other people who may be more ambitious to win, you know, over you. And then it gets you caught up in that energy because some of you guys are doing an excellent job and you're flying and you just keep going up and up and up and up. And others may sometimes go back and forth between needing to heal something, a wound, a core wound that may be keeping you looking back at the old energies that no longer serve you any longer. That nail is gone for now. One second. I wanted to look up this stone a little more. So, yes. It's the peacock ore. And it assists you in being happy go lucky. And it helps you attract situations and activities and people that help you awaken to who you are. But yeah, it's a beautiful, like, multicolored iridescent stone. Okay. For some reason, I needed to get clarity on that because that's the energy you need to stay in. Like this happy-go-lucky energy. Don't try to win any battles, fights, or judgments, but also do like be true to yourself. Don't take things so seriously with any of this that's going on. This doesn't look like too heavy of energies, but the way it triggers you, make sure the mic's still on. Yeah. The way it triggers you might feel heavy because it might trigger core energies that trigger rage. Like it might make you feel like you're back in your childhood, being picked on or bullied or potentially judged for who you are. And honestly, it just might all be in your head. Okay. I didn't even pull a third card to go with the story because it was just so right. And so here we are with the angel 59, Harahel, the all pervading God. Intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. The all pervading God. And what's so fun about this angel right here is that it looks like it's dancing, like and enjoying itself. Pervading. What's that mean? A little bit more information on this angel. I wanted to get a little bit more information on this angel, so I looked it up. The meaning on the card wasn't enough for me, but pervading means in everything, which is beautiful. Um, the all-pervading God, Harahel, and it says, likes to learn, learns with ease, balanced intelligence in all areas, diffuses goodness, beauty, and truth, ability to make a fortune through intellectual qualities, children who are obedient and respectful towards their parents, fertility, productivity on all levels. Productivity on all levels. So, what that tells me is that you are the focus. You are to use your intellect, your mind, to focus on your fertility. For some reason, this makes children respectful towards their parents annoys me, but it's sticking out, so I'm going to say something about it. What's up with this? Makes children respectful towards their parents. Harahel, 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 Harahel. Okay, so it's about helping. The reason why I'm chanting the angels when I want to know something is because it helps. If you use the angels like that, it actually like creates an orb of energy around you, and you will only feel and sense and perceive that energy while and it helps with the things that it says it helps with. Okay. So while I was chanting, what I felt was this sense of calm come over me, this sense of serenity. Um, so we have this energy here, the adored God, Lehahaya, that is obedience, causes harmony and peace, and calms anger in anyone. All right. And then we have Haya, politics and ambition, wins judgment and protects all those who seek the truth. All right. And then we have Harahel, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, and makes children respectful towards their parents. And so you have these energies with these people and you. They are listening to something, some energies that they've been chanting, or maybe it's their music, the TV, or whatever, the news, or exes, and all types of things that people are tuning in, they're focusing in on. And then we have you. You're here and you know why you're here, to evolve and to learn how to love, and you're learning to focus and you're training your mind. And the higher up you get, you are coming into an authoritative state, like we talked about before in the last readings about the drop strawberries. It looks like you're becoming more comfortable with that. But the more comfortable you are with yourself, maybe it's a double-edged sword. Other people might even become more comfortable with you. That's happening. And also there are people who are even more uncomfortable with you. That's also happening. But you can most likely guarantee that from where you stand and your vantage point, you really can't focus on either. You have to focus on and be obedient to the all-pervading God that is within all and is all, only because that's what gives you your energy. Like, you're here to cut through the illusions, wins judgments, and protects all those who seek the truth. Have you noticed that when you're in the mode and you're seeking the truth, you are protected? Seriously. Whenever you're living in your truth, you are sane. And even if the whole world comes crashing down around you, somehow, some way, you have everything you need. Have you ever noticed that? And here we have Harahel, the all-pervading God. And you're focused on how God is in everything. And that is how you are receiving your riches, your wealth, your wholeness, and your health. And that is what gives you the strength to keep going. And as you focus on that, you rise and ascend and you evolve. Okay. And how it makes children obedient towards their parents, because this angel, if you chant with it, it makes you feel serene. It makes you feel safe. You go, I understand why this is happening. There's a need for you to see above. The hot air balloon is about you seeing above, looking and choosing God. It's like there's nothing else to see here. But you have to see that, though. You can't keep fighting, politicking, and even the ambition. It's kind of like you can play that game, or where has it gotten you? What is it doing for you? You know. All right. I'm going to clarify with these oracles right here. These real cute ones. There's something that is being channeled about intellect. So there's a clean, clear, pure intellect. True intellect focuses on God. Focusing on God takes you places, takes you to the higher realms. Why is that? Why is that? They're wanting me to figure out why. For some reason. They say because of love, you're becoming more and more love, which is your true self. That's the truth. The truth is that you are love. that you can only be love and everything else is an illusion. And I know that that's a real simple wisdom, a simple truth. But when you focus in on that, it's like everything you need is right here. And it fills you up. It's not empty. There's no drama in the truth. So we have here, interesting. This came out the last time, house. So here we are with our swan. Purity, truth, security. The tarot card on top of this angel, Haya, angel 34, is the King of Pentacles, okay? And then we have, interesting, desire. Everything about this card is very interesting to me. So in this depiction of desire, we have a woman, the divine feminine, in red, power. Power, which represents power. This reminds me of the Three of Wands, looking out at, what is she looking out at? Well, she's looking over a balcony of sorts. She could be, she's not in a bad place necessarily. You know, you don't have to be in a bad place in order to desire something different. Ooh, what just hit me is that this angel, Aya, angel 26, the Five of Wands, is on top of that angel. And we have desire. So if you're experiencing contrast, challenges, difficult people, it's causing you to desire something. So you're secure within yourself. You're becoming more and more secure within yourself every day. But you also need desire. You need desire. So therefore you experience what you don't want so that you can know what you do want. Desire, when it's really strong, propels you forward, upward, out of, away from. You can use it to quantum leap. The more you desire something, and then if your energy is actually high, that's when you can manifest something fast. So you can already have something in the works that you're manifesting, right? And then you need just like one last little push, pow, to propel you like some wind, which is the Knight of Swords here, which is on top of the Harahel, angel 59, the all-pervading God. Okay. I don't like focusing on the tarot because that's more of the astral realm. I like focusing on the angels. So that's why I don't put them in the forefront. I don't put tarot in the forefront because I don't like the energy in the astral realm. It drains me. All right. The energy of the angels is like medicine for me because it's just all love and purity. That's just me. So the two cards that came out underneath the angel Harahel, the all-pervading God, is hope. And so, interesting. So here we have a lady she's looking out away from us, and then we have a lady out away from us, and we have a lady that is looking, facing you, you know, and her back is towards the sea, and ships are coming in. It's like you don't have to, it's like watching a boiling pot. You don't have to keep an eye out on what's coming. It's coming. That's hope. That's faith. That's trust. So, all right, the what I'm starting to see in general is that some of you have been through it just like me. just like me. But I'm not going to talk about me. I've been trying to keep myself out of it so that I can focus on you, okay? When we get together on Patreon and stuff, if y'all want to ask me more questions about me, I'll talk more about me. And plus, I go live, whatever. But man, y'all have enough desire stored up already, but maybe you shoved them down because you lost hope that your dreams can come true or the things that you want. God actually, that anybody actually care. I'm feeling some hurt and pain in my heart. It makes me want to cry. Some distress. You're doing such a good job being positive, even though your feelings haven't hurt, your dreams haven't come true. You've been waiting. You've been waiting and holding on. I never saw that. I don't know what that means. She's holding the anchor. She's holding it down and she's dropping the roses. What the fuck does that mean? All right, so she's dropping here roses. Do y'all see that? She's you drop roses on a grave when you're sending somebody away. So, and she's also holding an anchor. So you're anchoring in something and you're grieving. Like I was just feeling some of you guys' grief. You have to allow yourself to grieve. We have 3 roses here. Most of the time, roses, so there's a love triangle maybe. There's grief, there's heartbreak, there's loss. There's just things to deal with that you going after what you want is bringing up because it has to. In order for you to ascend, I'm channeling, it's coming, the messages are coming so fast. In order for you to ascend, you have to do 3 things at the same time. Move forward. Grieve and letting go of the past. And have faith for the future of what it is that you actually desire. Stay focused. Here again, we have ecclesiastic, this person that's focusing on their inner fire. You have to focus on your inner light. And this is why I want y'all to join my Patreon. If you're having a hard time doing this by yourself, and we can also make it fun. It doesn't have to be grueling. You don't have to torture yourself. Actually, torturing yourself and ruminating and thinking about all the things that have gone wrong, that are still wrong, and all the things you don't want, all the things you don't like, will keep those things repeating over and over and over again for years. And you can be this highly spiritual person and you're watching, I don't know, while you're desiring, you could be watching, you're sitting here holding power, holding weight. You're sitting here, the chosen one, but you're just watching everyone out the window, Or, you could have hope for yourself. Ecclesiastic is there's two cards here about being obedient. Obedient to what? To the way God wants you to do things, not to the way that this world wants you to do things. It's like you're looking for a justification for your happiness by getting along with other people or how they want you to do things. God doesn't need any explanation to be in everything. God gave you his power. God gave you his truth within you. You don't owe nobody an explanation, meaning you don't owe anyone to be sad all day and be like, oh, yeah, God is blessing me, but I still have these problems and these bills. It's like you can be happy just because you're happy. Like that's something that I'm learning too. Like that I've had to realize I'm like, I'm happy. I actually like where I am. I like it. I like damn near everything about what's going on right now. And I don't have to pretend like I'm not. I don't owe anyone to be sad. I don't owe anyone to argue with them about it. Like I don't have to talk to them about it. It's mine. It's what you have to have. You have to have something for you, or else you're not going to be able to do your mission properly. And I've experienced that as well. It's like giving too much, overextending, caring a whole lot, heart's in the right place. But you have to love yourself first. You have to, like, I wanted to do this reading 2 days ago. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it last week. I want to be online every day talking to y'all. I have so many ideas. But I've been being obedient. And yesterday, my guys told me to go to the beach. Then I wanted to do this after the beach because I felt energized. And they said, lay down, go to bed. You're not ready. You're tired. You're not going to give your best reading if you're tired. And I'm like, but I'm hyped. I'm lit. When it was like night. And they were like, if you go to sleep for a couple of hours, then maybe. But I couldn't go to sleep. And then they were like, good night. I was like, okay. This morning I wanted to do it. And they were like, go out, go spend some time outside. Bye-bye. And I was like, how am I going to build my thingamalinks if I'm like always outside, child? What are y'all? They have so much work to do on me from the past couple of days. I mean, the energetic clearings I've gotten are priceless to me. It's like not about money. It's not about pleasing people, getting along with random people who I'm not going to see next year. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's about your relationship with God. That's what's going to cause you to ascend. That's what's going to be your protection. That's going to be your abundance. That is your abundance. That's going to be your shelter. And until you get that and embody it, you're just going to feel like a ship lost at sea. Like you're just watching everyone else have fun and you're not having any fun. And you'll have spurts of fun. And you know what? That's just how it is. That's how the evolutionary process is for everybody. We're talking about you. Okay. That was a dope ass reading. I appreciate y'all for being here. Come and see me for your next reading on what core wound is attracting you. Like, how is your conditioning? What is it in your conditioning that's kind of keeping you from going as high as you could go? What's holding you back, basically? But we're asking it in a different way, though. We're asking about like your core wounding, your conditioning. So I'm going to end this, and I will see you guys in Patreon and on Discord.